Firstly, YouTube is where we gained our inspiration. We researched and analysed many teaser trailers from different genres, from romance to horror, and we were mostly inspired by action thrillers such as Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and I Am Legend. We decided that we would base our film around a post-apocalyptic world, and that idea intrigued us the most.
After deciding which genre of film we were going to produce, we needed to know who our target audience was. For this we used SurveyMonkey, creating our own questionnaire. From that we decided that our main target audience was 15 to 30-year-old males. This did not exclude females, but gave us our priority audience. Our audience was very similar to the two TV shows that we were inspired by, The Walking Dead and The Tomorrow People. These also used elements that we also incorporated, such as the dead bodies in The Walking Dead and the idea of antagonists trying to create the perfect human race in The Tomorrow People.
After our research stages came our production. We used two cameras, both high quality but also very different. The quality of the camera was important as we wanted our teaser trailer to be as professional looking as possible. We decided that the Lumix G2 HD would be our main camera and the Samsung Galaxy would be used to shoot in the dark locations as it picked up the light much better. We also used the camera to film behind the scenes and we thought that it would be useful for our evaluation. The main reason we used the Lumix G2 HD was because it has features such as full focus, interchangeable lens and manual controls, which came in useful when the camera would not automatically focus.
We used a variety of techniques when using the camera, such as using a tripod. Tripods were useful when filming as they helped with the stability of the shots. We used a tripod to film shots such as our opening shot of Primrose Hill, which is a hill that overlooks London. However, there were many shots in which we did not use the tripod.
During one of our first opening shots, we used a handheld camera. So the camera was following the main younger character. We did this because we wanted to show how isolated the field was, and also that he is a character which the audience should focus on because he is important.
When editing our trailer, we decided to use Final Cut Pro. It was an editing system that we were both familiar and comfortable with. We started off by putting all of our footage into the timeline, from which we could then edit and cut out clips. We did this by using the blade tool, removing extra scenes that we did not need. We decided from this that we could then build from a slow pace to a fast pace as we've described. We made sure that the opening shots in the field were at a slower pace, setting the scene, and then built this into the fast pace by using quicker cuts and edits and transitions. We did not want our film trailer to look too much like a film opening, so we made sure that the pace built up.
For our evaluation, we came with the idea that we wanted our evaluation to be an interview, similar to the behind-the-scenes interviews which are included in DVDs. For this, we needed to make our interview look as professional as possible. Therefore, we used a Nikon camera, as it is a camera which holds a 1080p quality and also has many professional features such as high definition focus. We used questions from our Weebly's to gather information. We also got research from our blogs. After filming, we resorted back to Final Cut Pro as we gained many skills from editing our teaser trailer, which would be useful for our evaluation. We used Photoshop to edit both our film poster and our magazine cover. We used many different tools, such as the burn tool, which gave our image a dirty, dark tone. This added onto the idea of a ruined world. We also layered many different images with the focus on our foreground and also the background, which was visible but not as in focus. We learnt a lot of our techniques from YouTube tutorials and learnt with trial and error along the way.
During the process of making our teaser trailer, we received a lot of feedback that helped us to form and improve our ideas. Before the production of our teaser trailer, we wanted to make sure that our ideas were appealing to our main target audience of 16 to 30-year-olds. This was our main choice as we thought that our audience would be very similar to the audience for The Walking Dead and The Tomorrow People, which were young adults. this audience stereotypically would be dominated by boys and men that enjoy science and dystopian genres. However, recently, this genre has been branched out to girls and young women that may also have an interest. We wanted to make sure we attracted our wider target audience of boys and men. However, we wanted to appeal to an audience of girls and women, although it may not be as appealing to them. We did this by creating a survey on SurveyMonkey.
We received feedback from around 20 people, all from within the age range we are aiming our film towards. When creating the survey, we made sure that the questions asked were helpful when gathering information and research that would influence our choices and decisions.
For example, as a group, we decided that the genre we wanted to make our film was thriller, as we had many film ideas based around that genre. However, we wanted to make sure that we were aware of what our subcategory of thriller was, which turned out to be action. This gave us an opportunity to attract a larger target audience and develop our ideas into a hybrid genre, which would stand out from the other typical thrillers. Referring back to our feedback helped us to learn that our audience prefers it when the trailer does not reveal too much about the storyline, showing that our audience would rather question the film than be told the story. We also learned that the mystery of the villain also adds interest for the audience to find out the villain's purpose and intentions in the film.
This made us make sure that we were very cautious of how much of our storyline we would reveal in our teaser trailer. However, at the same time, we wanted to make sure that our target audience did not lose interest due to lack of understanding. We found that the element of action within our teaser trailer was very important to our target audience, whether that be a fight scene, a conflict between two characters, or the protagonist being in some sort of danger.
When researching other trailers that were a similar genre to ours, we found that they did include action to attract the audience. However, we thought that the incorporation of action may depend on its genre, even if the genre is only shown a small amount. When planning to include action in our trailer, we agreed that it will be created through the paced editing, as a faster pace with action shots will attract an audience into wanting to know why they are being shown.
One question that had a large effect on the creation of our trailer was what the audience thought worked best in terms of sound. From our results, we found that our audience would like both a soundtrack and a voiceover. This gave us the opportunity to use and experiment with both and make our teaser trailer more effective by using a wide range of layers of sound.
We asked many people to watch our trailer in the process of creating. One piece of feedback that stood out to us the most was that the audience may find it interesting if the story was told in the anti-hero's perspective.
We thought this was helpful as it was not something that is commonly seen in trailers for a specific genre, as it's usually told by the protagonist. When receiving feedback from some of our friends, we were told that the purpose of the little boy in the first few shots of our trailer was really unclear. We also found that we had to clarify some of the parts, which we had not thought out to be very unclear to our audience. This is what many of the people of our target audience had said.
So what did you think of our teaser trailer?
I thought it was really good.
What did you like about it?
I liked how you used the soundtrack and the lighting to create a quite dark atmosphere.
What genre did you think that our teaser trailer fit into?
I think it was more of a dystopian genre because of how everything seemed to be the opposite of what happens usually in the world.
What do you think is our biggest selling point for our teaser trailer?
I think that your biggest selling point is the dystopian genre, since a lot of people enjoy watching things being the opposite to the norm.
Like, to make the thing more clear, because I did not know the boy who was first in the thingy was Ravin. So, like, you had to kind of explain it to me that it was Ravin. I would not understand it by myself.
I thought it was really good. I liked the music in the background. It gave a horror atmosphere, and I liked the lighting, how it was dimmed down, like it was in the Gothic. Like they did something similar in Twilight.
I like the fact how it reminded me of the Tomorrow People, how it's all an experiment, and the fact that you know it's not real, and that's the reason why I found it interesting, because it intrigues me. I want to watch it because it's not real.
If you were to improve anything in our teaser trailer, what would it be?
I think probably probably more fast-paced in some places.
Okay, thank you very much.